Welcome to the show. Welcome Facebook, welcome X, welcome YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Again, it's another explosive live, it's another explosive podcast. We're going to do this, we're going to be unapologetic. We'll talk about those Afrophobic South Africans. If you're not Afrophobic, you have to take this because you are just sitting on your ass, you're not doing anything about those that are Afrophobic. We don't want to hear that statement here today where you say, it's not all of us. It's not all of you, but what are you doing? What are you people doing about the 30th of June, 2026, that these Afrophobic Zulus have come out here to say will be perhaps even a violent day? Because they're out here giving ultimatums, out here threatening people, fellow brothers and sisters like them, the same skin, black folks, black on black. They're out here saying, if you don't leave South Africa by the 30th of June, we cannot protect you. In fact, we have a Zulu individual here that the South African government is afraid of arresting. We have a Zulu individual here that the South African SAPS is taking instructions from. SAPS stands for South African Police Services. You've seen it. You people have seen it. You've seen it, right? I am not talking crap here. I'm being real. This is not fake news. This is not me just blowing smoke. This is the truth. You people have seen this supposed Zulu guy instruct South African police people. The South African police, whenever they attend these protests, they're supposed to have their own game, their own strategy on how to create perimeters out here to keep everybody safe. But no, this South African police is also a part, playing a role within the protesting movement of these freaking individuals. Since when did you guys started sleeping in bed together? You're supposed to be an independent public service body, but you are out here taking instructions from those Zulus that are out here making ridiculous statements like all foreigners must leave by the 30th of June regardless of paper. We are sick and tired of them. And they're also saying, don't listen to this same police that I'm instructing. That guy is the boss of police. That Zulu guy that came out here to ask those individuals, one from Congo, one from Uganda, where are you from? He was telling them, don't listen to the police, don't listen to the government, listen to what we're doing. And it's still the same Zulu guy who we see instructing South African police, instructing that blue uniform. We see it, we're seeing it. Cyril Ramaphosa, we are seeing how your boys are taking instructions from the Zulu people. I asked the question and I have yet to receive an answer. Are the Zulu people the most powerful people or the most powerful tribe in that South Africa? Are they above the law? Can a Zulu individual just come out here, tell the public, tell the whole world, don't listen to the police, don't listen to the government, listen to us? So if this Zulu person also came out here to say, go and unalive people over there, why must we then object to that if he's allowed to tell us or the public what to do, especially not to listen to you? There's a small mind in the comment section, my people. There's always a bunch of small minds. This particular one says, so what's going to change after all the things being said here are said? I tried to fix his English. His English was not that good. He's basically trying to say, what's going to happen? What's going to change? After you're done talking, Mr. Rules, what's going to change? I'll tell you what we change. I'll answer the question. Someone here will also hopefully have the boldness, the courage, the strength, and hopefully this particular person will be a foreigner to understand that he or she has the right not to take instructions from uneducated black South Africans who are not in authority. Perhaps I should take this opportunity. Are we lagging? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's like that? Yeah. Is that what you saw there? That's fine. Let's just go in and out there on that DLSR, and then we go back in quickly. Hold your thought. I'm about to say it nicely. You're going to see a green screen, but don't worry. You'll hear my voice. I'm still here. Do it. 1 second, and we fine. And we back. All is well. Okay, I'll take this opportunity now. After what that repent RP. Why is your name even repent if you have skew ways of thinking? Why is your name repent from what? Repent from what? You should repent. You who came out here to say, so what's going to change after all these things are said and done? What's going to change? Like I said before, hopefully some African foreign nationals out there will understand that they have rights in South Africa and that they shouldn't take instructions from uneducated Zulus. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to say to all my foreigners this. If any individual, be it a local South African or even a foreign national or even the police, tells you must leave, don't take instructions from them. Because even the police is not supposed to tell you must leave. The police is out here to enforce the law that which the immigration or home affairs or an official body, the government, will release. When they release official announcements as to what's happening, the police comes out here to enforce that. The police is only here to enforce the law, not to create. So you must know your law. You must know your rights as a legal immigrant. Even illegal immigrants, you are not allowed to take instructions from these hooligans. It's very clear, huh? That was very clear. Because we have to say like that. Even if you are an illegal immigrant, don't take instructions from that Zulu. He's not the right person to tell you what to do. Only the law, only an official body, only the courts, only the immigration, only the government. Even if you are an illegal immigrant, civilians or citizens of that country don't have the right to approach you. Don't ever think that they have the right to ask you for your papers. Because it's very clear here, based on this stupid notice that has been going around, this flyer, that poster that has been going around social media, South African Police Services, SAPS, came out here to denounce that particular poster, to say that it's fake. That one. It's fake. This shit is fake. South African police came out here to say it's fake. I'm looking at their Twitter account right here. Right? Mm-hmm. They came out here to say all of that that's written on that freaking thing is fake. I shouldn't even be showing it too much because it's fake. It's fake. We don't give fake stuff too much airtime. Do you understand? But South African police came out here to say, this notice, that fake notice that I've just shown you people, this notice is fake and forms part of disinformation aimed at misleading and causing unnecessary panic within communities. The government has not issued any directive ordering all, in inverted commas, the government has not issued any directive ordering all illegal foreigners to leave South Africa by the 30th of June. And the use of the South African coat of arms on the poster, those emblems, those logos, all of that stuff that you see there, all that art, is misleading and unauthorized. Members of the public are urged not to share unverified information and to rely only on official government communication platforms for accurate information. My Ghanaian guys, especially you Ghanaians and you Nigerians that are easily targeted by those uneducated South Africans, you don't have to listen to those guys. Those guys will be arrested soon. Those guys, if they go on like this, just like Zandile from Operation Dudula used to come out here with supreme confidence. That chick used to come out here with supreme confidence to mislead you people. Do you remember that chick? That chick that came out here to apparently resign on the 14th of May. She resigned, right? Good. I told you so. I told you this freaking Operation Dudula will never last. I told you people. The rules thinks. We think out here. Think about it this way. We have our papers. We are documented, not just in South Africa, all over the freaking motherland. Wherever we go, we do our best to always follow the law. Do you understand what I'm saying? And because we follow the law, because we've been following the law all our lives, we are not about to start following a freaking individual out here just because he said so. We are where we are now in our lives because we've been able to follow the law. We love countries that have laws and that enforce the law. It's not the fault of the foreign African national that your immigration sucks. It's the fault of your authorities, the people that haven't been able to create policies or border patrol types of monitoring systems out here, whether digital or physical, to make sure that that system works, that it's checked, that people don't just flock in there. It's not the fault of the Ghanaian guy or the Nigerian guy. It's your fault, you South African government, because you've been corrupt to the freaking core. You haven't been doing what you were supposed to be doing, and so as a result, the kids are crying and they are fighting in the streets. It always pisses me off when I read actually these notices from the government, when they come out here to sound like grown-ups. Now you want to sound like a freaking authority. Now you want to sound like an official. The public is urged. The public is urged what? You are urged to do your job, okay? You are urged to do your job. You're supposed to be doing your freaking job out here. To a certain extent, even these black South Africans have a right some way, because you people have been neglecting them like freaking crazy. Look at those freaking townships. We call those townships displacement camps. Look at those displacement camps. Look at that Guguletu, that Kairicha, those Soweto, those Alexandra, all of those townships, displacement camps, concentration camps that the Afrikaners put you people in there. Yes, look how they live. Look how they live. And you people have accepted it as a way of life. What does that message say on Facebook? Hello, Kezia. You can't see that Facebook? I'll put it up here. There's it. So by the 30th of June, I should abandon my degree. Just what? Just lumpens. That's what the Zulu guy is saying. And by the 30th of June, the rules, meaning moi, I should abandon my papers. I'm not going to tell you what type of papers I have. Huh? I almost did it, almost slipped out here. Yes, I was born in Congo, but I'm not going to tell you what papers I have. Okay? Just know that this is the rules. Huh? The rules wouldn't be out here like this in the public eye if you didn't have freaking papers. Okay? The rules wouldn't be talking about these things if the rules didn't have papers. Okay? But that freaking Zulu guy, it seems like he's saying, we don't give a crap if you're documented or not. We don't give a crap if you've been here for 20 years. We don't even give a crap if you were born here, if you have businesses, if you have degrees, if you donate, if you do this, if you pay tax, if SARS knows you, nothing, nada, zilch. You must just leave. That is hatred. That is not even them trying to create law. That is not even them trying to, uphold the law. That is not even them trying to clean their country or to fix their country. That is a hatred. Because this whole world here, this whole freaking planet, just imagine this. This whole freaking planet here operates on certain principles. You get your papers are valid, you are welcome to stay. This fool here is saying, ignore that. Don't listen to the authorities, listen to moi only. You must leave. Who the freaking hell are you? Who are you? I am surprised that I saw that video a couple of days ago and this Zulu guy is still around, walking around protesting. This guy should be arrested. We're not mixing our words here. We don't give a crap about these freaking people. We are not stupid. We know how to protect ourselves. This freaking Zulu person should be arrested. South Africa, you are deliberately allowing yourself to degenerate your reputation. You don't give a crap about your reputation, huh? You're deliberately out here allowing yourself, your nation, to be known as a xenophobic nation. Are you? Are you xenophobic? Xenophobic is a compliment to these Afrophobic people. Because xenophobic, it's everyone else. Afrophobic, they hate themselves. They hate their own kind. I saw another interview where a British woman was interviewing a bunch of black South Africans sitting on the pavement. When the British woman, the white British woman, was interviewing those black South African boys, they were seated down on the freaking pavement. She was standing. She asked them, so I'm a foreigner and I'm a British national. So are you saying that on the 30th of June I must also leave? They all answered one word, in synchronization, as a bot. They all said, no. Why? You asking me why they answer like that? Because they're afraid of the white man. Black South Africans, the uneducated ones, are afraid of white people. On TikTok, John B, you need to ask your question properly. You need to, you people, I keep telling you people, the spirit is telling me, Patrick, have more patience with your Africans. Okay, let me try to understand what you're trying to say. What do you think about Kagame say fighting for Africa? What do you think of what Kagame say fighting for Africa? I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I don't know what Kagame said. All I heard recently in the last couple of days, actually in the last 2 days, was Paul Kagame said something about he's not up for illegal immigrants in Rwanda and all illegal immigrants must leave or something like that. And then I had some dumbass black South Africans come out here to say, even Paul Kagame is saying he doesn't want illegal foreigners in his country. Who said that you people must accept illegal immigrants in South Africa? You people are freaking selective out here. We've always emphasized here that we are not for illegal foreigners anywhere on this freaking planet. Everybody should always be documented. When we say we want African unity, listen when you uneducated one. When we say we want African unity, we still want an organized Africa. A united Africa, a borderless Africa, is still a documented Africa. We know where this person is from. That's what happens in Europe. You understand, you African guy? You've never traveled. Just listen to us who have. The freaking hell? Listen to us who've traveled. You've never traveled, you don't know what the freaking hell is going on. You don't even know what a borderless Africa would look like. Just look at that Europe. It's because they've never traveled. Europe, you can travel, you can go all over freaking Europe with a Schengen visa. One freaking thing. It's a borderless Europe. It's still Europe, still different countries, different heads of states, but there's a system there that favors the Europeans. What system do we have in Africa that collectively favors us Africans as a whole? What system do we have that favors us collectively as African people? What system do we have on the motherland, on the continent, that favors us, that is good for us, that makes things work together for us Africans? What system do we have? Nothing, nada. We only have a bunch of greedy ass puppets that are out here not doing their jobs. And as a result, you people want to start fighting each other. So the people are stupid because they are uneducated. And we're trying to educate you for free. The question is just, how many of you are still at home right now on this Saturday? Are you already out drinking? Are you already freaking partying somewhere there? Museveni must go, somebody says. Yes, Museveni must go. Look how Museveni looks like. They just inaugurated Museveni. His seventh, I think it's his seventh term. Yeah, seventh term. That Paul Biya in Cameroon is within his 8th term. Paul Biya, the grandpa of Africa. And this Museveni now is starting his 8th term. I guarantee you, in the head of Museveni, he's thinking, I need to beat Paul Biya's record. He's not thinking this is his last term. And that Muzi knows it. His son, Muzi, you know that your father will run again. You know it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Museveni right now is doing his utmost best to try to lift weight so that he can just continue to be able to be mobile come the next freaking elections. He's still thinking of that. This Paul Kagame that likes to come out here and act as if it's the people that want him there, he would like to... Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame likes to come out here and say, I don't want to do this. But it's the people who want me there still. It's a Tutsi thing to speak like that, huh? Because that Museveni was also spoken like that. They'll come out here and tell you, no, it's the people who want us here. You're a dictator and everybody knows it. I really love you, my brother. I love you too, Aisha. Thank you very much. We're together. Aisha, we're doing our utmost best to educate our people. If we don't, who will do it? Look at them. They are all over the place. In South Africa, they're fighting each other. They're coming out here. There's this one picture that has made its round on social media where you see this South African with like a thing in his hand, like a knife in his hand. And he's like this, in this position, and he's going for somebody. Like, you know? Yeah. And that guy's the bold guy, and the guy is like ducking like this. That freaking picture is so heartbreaking to see. That's how Africans are willing to go. That's where Africans are willing to go. For what? What happens when you black South Africans decide to come out here on the 30th of June to cause chaos because there's still foreigners there and you start being freaking violent? How many jobs will you then have created? And where would that take you? Let's just say, for curiosity's sake, let's say you succeed to take all the foreigners out of South Africa. You take them out through this rebellion, through this, we don't love you no more, go fix your own country, get out of here, we don't want you here. And they go, let's just say they go. They will never go, you're out of your freaking mind, but let's just say you win. And that Afrikaner now realizes that, wait a minute, it's time to move in now. And they start coming at you. Would you then try to run to these frontline states? I don't think you'll have there will be frontline states no more. That thing will cease to exist. If all the foreign nationals leave South Africa in this barbaric way, forget that existence or that definition or that term that you recently just freaking learned now, you uneducated one, of frontline state. Forget about that. And when the Afrikaner comes out here to conduct a takeover, your freedom fighters we will not take. You need to learn the freaking hard way. Because you have the audacity, after they helped you fight that Afrikaner who was out here treating you freaking people like animals, after they helped you, you have the freaking audacity to bring your ass out here to say, we fought for this freedom. Hey, your freedom fighters couldn't take it. They couldn't take it. If it wasn't for frontline states, you would have lost that freaking thing, that aggression. You would have still been in apartheid today. Nobody cared about you South Africans. The international community never cared about you. In fact, there was systems out here, people out here, countries out here that wanted you to remain like that in an apartheid system. Because it suits the whole freaking world. It suits especially the West and European nation that they should have a country on the African soil that is full of whites, upholding Western values and all, just like Cape Independence is trying to do. In fact, it suited them. They loved it that way. That's why these frontline states in other African countries needed to come out here and put embargoes and not recognize certain freaking passports and call on like major institutions. People boycotted, people donated. That's because the system wanted it to stay like that. It wasn't easy to fight for you freaking South Africans. And you have the freaking audacity, the uneducatedness to stand your freaking bellies out here to say, leave this country, you must hambe. Your freedom fighters are turning in their graves. Your freedom fighters, including Madiba, they are turning in their graves. Because there's no more grown-ups in South Africa. There's no grown-ups. There's no elders. There's no grown-ups. There isn't a body of individuals out here. The wise man. Who are the wise men of South Africa? There's no freaking wise man there. There's no one. No elders, nobody. It's just a bunch of freaking kids out here giving black people a bad name, giving the white guy, giving the Afrikaner every reason to see us as freaking animals. What? Who's Madiba? Somebody's asking who's Madiba. Saki. Madiba is Nelson Mandela. We will answer that question. We will answer that question. It's true, perhaps you didn't know. Hey, BZ. Can you warn that BZ, please? BZ, hold your horses. Is he copy-pasting? BZ. I don't like it when people start to copy-paste in the comment section like that, disturbing the whole freaking comment section. Mute him already, please. Mute him. You're getting mute. 10 minutes in the doghouse. When you come out of the freaking doghouse, if you start freaking doing that again, we block you permanently. You lose access to this authentic, for real, freaking type of account. Do you understand? I'm the rules here. These are my rules. These are my show. You don't come here and start disrespecting people as if I cannot read one word. You type one freaking word, you think you need to type it like I don't know how many freaking times? Everybody knows the greatest president right now in these current times is Felix Tshisekedi. We all know that. You don't have to go, Did you mute the guy? Yeah. Okay. Just relax. Because I'm trying a different method also now. I don't want to just block you. We mute you first. And then if you're still around 10 minutes, you'll have the ability to comment again, but let's see if you learn. So, no, we have to have it like that. We have to have it like that because not everybody wants to see that thing. Hello, Shax. What's up, Shax? Chibangu. Thank you for the hats, Chibangu. Appreciate you, Chibangu. Chibangu. That's Congo right there. Stop entertaining South Africans and focus on fixing Congo. Jamel. Stop copy-pasting. Can you mute him, please? Yes. Actually, no more warnings. Even if you are new, you just start copy-pasting, you get muted. What is the purpose of that? We are educated. We read it. I got 3 freaking screens out here. Your comments are there. YouTube is here. My notes are here. I can see these things. You don't have to go crazy, man. Stop entertaining. First of all, let's address your statement and your choice of words. Stop entertaining South Africans and focus on fixing Congo. You call this entertainment because I have a sense of humor. I have a personality. I know how to express myself. I have tonality. I know how to speak. I know how to do this. Yeah, I'm funny. Yeah. You call it entertainment. But I woke up like this. I believe I need to speak like this because I'm speaking to people who don't understand the obvious. There's no way I can say these things with a complete serious face. It's already despicable that I have to say these things because people should get it. You're black, he's black. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? How the hell do we speak with a serious face to say, you know, it's important that we unite. It's important that you don't take it out on your own brother. Your opportunities as South Africans, your opportunities with the white man, with the Afrikaner guy. You see the guy who owns 70% of your land? That's where your opportunities are. If you people could focus on that rather than fighting each other as Africans, perhaps you could get somewhere. I'm not going to come out here and speak the freaking obvious like that, man. It already pisses me off that you people are acting like freaking animals. You should have recognized already that as black folks, we are at the bottom of the food chain. The system is designed and placed out here in a way to keep us down. You want to ignore that reality, the main reason why you are so freaking poor, and you want to start fighting each other. They want you to fight one another. They want you freaking people to fight one another down there. Do you understand? Down there. In fact, this is why it takes so long for the international community to come out here and do something about it. Because they'll be like, why are you talking about those black people down there that are unaliving one another? Don't you know that it's us again? Either we have to send more aid or we need to create different freaking institutions or committee out here to handle that mess. And you black South Africans are coming out here, doing everything in your utmost power to prove them right. You're fighting each other. I'll tell you why I say you're fighting each other and that this suits the upper echelon. This suits the white people. This suits Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch, people who own the land there, people who own your economy. They are quiet. Stellenbosch, the white folks in that South Africa, they are quiet. We are not hearing anything from Stellenbosch. We are not hearing anything from the Afrikaners. It's almost as if all the Afrikaners gathered together somewhere and said to themselves, don't say anything about this. Not even one Afrikaner. This is concerning. Not even one Afrikaner, not even colored people are out here, whether it's denouncing or even joining your side, you freaking march and march operation Dudula. Nobody's out here being a part of your freaking movement. No one. Did they pay you? How is it possible that the colored folks and the Afrikaners have nothing to say about these Afrophobic acts, about this date, this 30th of June, that's threatening, that's looming up here now, that's threatening violence? If shit were to hit the fan there, in that South Africa, come the 30th of June, that's when you'll see some of these washed off celebrities of South Africa come out here and say, we denounce the violence, free this, free that, hashtag. Where are you right now? Where are the biggest names of South Africa? The celebrities. Where are these people? Who's a celebrity there? Who's there? Like I'm really struggling to understand or even know who is the one in that South Africa? Who are the people? You people are not even using your platforms to say anything. All of these freaking celebrities in South Africa are out here thinking of their names, their popularity, their freaking reputation, their brand, before they come out here to denounce any Afrophobic freaking actions out here. They don't give a crap about their own country because their inaction makes them just as guilty as that Zulu guy. There's no difference between you celebrity that sits in freaking Sandton and that Zulu guy that's out there in the streets of Hillbrow committing freaking crimes. Your silence equals to his loudness, his noise making. It's the same freaking thing. Your inaction. It's time to block Tando. Not block, mute. Tando, you're getting mute. You're getting muted. Especially you, Tando. I told you I know that name, that Tando. It's not the first time for Tando here. And Tando, when you came in, you didn't say hello, Mr. Rules. So muted first. Especially you. You should know. Ooh, Saki. Don't block Saki. You see, Saki said block me. You don't tell the rules what to do. Mute him. God just told me now, and I heard him loud and clear. He said, Patrick, forgive them, for they not know what they do. Yeah. Understand, Saki? Saki muted, Tando muted. Greetings, Kawatio. Greetings. You see? He said, I'm proudly xenophobic. Yeah. Muted. You don't tell, even if it's block me. You think the rules would just jump to that occasion. Indirectly, you would still be giving me an instruction. And that's what we denounce first. Yeah, the same way he says, get out of my country. It's an instruction. Block me. It's an instruction. Huh? You must actually lift a finger because Saki said so. No, you get muted. Because I want you to freaking hear this part. Well, you can't freaking type here. You understand what I'm saying? If I just block you, it's like, yeah, you did what I told you to do. And then he goes there to take a shit somewhere, believing he told the rules what to do. Shut your mouth, bro. This is a freaking masterclass. You should be happy this shit is free for you. It's true. We don't give a crap about your opinion of us because we know that we are doing the right thing. We know that we want African unity. We want people to live together, to respect one another. We are also against illegal foreigners in any country. We want an organized Africa. But when you come up here with stupid statements like, whether you are documented or not, you must leave South Africa, sit your ass down. Nobody's listening to you. You should have just stuck by saying illegal foreigners only. We would have listened to you. But when you come up here with uneducatedness, you get freaking muted. That's for you, Saki and Tando. Now, if you don't want to keep waiting until your time lapses, it's only 10 minutes. You can go and watch some TikTok dances somewhere. Or go drink in the shebeen. Go back in your freaking refrigerator where you left that one Heineken. That one Heineken, maybe. You left one freaking bottle somewhere and he's eyeing it for the weekend. Go finish it. It's true. Are you tired of Rwanda now? Home sweet home. I am never tired. If you've been listening to the rules, then you know that the overall message, the aim, the mission is African unity. Xenophobia, or rather Afrophobia, is one of the main major obstacles that will stand against that which that we want to accomplish. So it's my duty. This is my direct enemy. That spirit of Afrophobia, that is the direct enemy of Rules Voices. That spirit of Afrophobia, that spirit of hating yourself, that spirit of fighting your own kind, xenophobic spirit, is a direct enemy to our mission. We want African unity, we Pan-Africanists. It's a direct enemy to Rules Voices. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, just because I'm Congolese and Congo is going through that and I don't like what Rwanda is doing doesn't mean I've stopped talking about Rwanda. I'm still coming at your asses. Yesterday I spoke about Rwanda. I'm here. Just because you are selective with which video or what you want to freaking say doesn't mean you know what we do. We talk about the whole motherland. Kagame knows me. It's true. It's true. It's true. You think you'll win them over by talking down to them. You call it talking down to them. I call it a reality check. What your methods, whatever methods that you are perhaps getting ready to suggest here, you want to talk up to them, you want to reason with them, you want to sit there and negotiate and create freaking platforms where you talk with them so that they can listen to you, do so. Where's your freaking platform? You're doing nothing. Shut up. You're doing nothing. Now I'm talking to you. You're doing nothing. What's your name? Prince. So you say to yourself, let me spell Prince with a Y. Look here. Here it's nothing but raw. Remember this, the 3 R's. We are real, we are raw, we are unapologetic, we are revolutionary. You understand what I'm saying? Real, raw. We are raw. We are raw with it. You're acting stupid because that which that you are doing is only but favoring the white dude who owns your land. You're sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. Don't listen to Prince. Prince thinks that you should negotiate with people who are out here with a freaking machete. Yeah, it's just a question. You're not fighting for. No, but your question, I can sense that freaking question, it has sarcasm in there. You think you can win them over by speaking down to them? You're already basing an opinion here. First, say you agree. What is the message here? First, repeat my message. Repeat the reason why we do what we do. Because you're already coming. You think so. You're suggesting a different method. If you have a method that believe that will work, that has ever worked. We're not out here to sing kumbayas. We're not out here to sing, we are the world. We are the children. Understand? We are the ones to make a better day. So let's start giving. They don't give a crap about that song. They don't give a crap about that song. Sounds good, that song. Yeah, doesn't move you. Speaking down to them. It's not speaking down to them. This is tough love. This is why some of the shit is still happening here in Africa. It's because you people are not direct with the freaking issues that are happening here. I know any human being will resist any message if talked down to. Talked down to. You believe I'm talking down to them. I'm talking down to the actions that they are committing. So how would you speak? So okay, Prince, let's have a nice little one-on-one here. Prince, write me a paragraph. Hello, Prince. Write a paragraph that will show me how you would speak to South Africans. Write a paragraph, address it to South Africans. Don't address it to me. Don't say, I would do this. Do it right now. Start doing it. Write a paragraph you believe the South African people should read and know. Okay, Prince? Write it here for them. We'll wait for it. And when it comes out here, I am eager to understand. If I have to learn, then I'll learn. But write it there. If it hits home. So far, this is the method I've chosen. This is on YouTube. You speak of land. Yet all the black foreigners who claim to have land are begging to remain in South Africa. You speak of land, Mr. Rules. Yet all the Makwera-Kweres, all the black African nationals that are out here claiming to have land are begging to stay in South Africa. They don't want to be deported. They don't want to leave South Africa by the 30th of June. You speak of land. And you claim to have land, yet they are begging. Nobody's begging. Nobody is begging. If some people are begging, if some people sound freaking desperate out here, maybe they don't have papers. Maybe they are illegal foreigners Those that have papers, those that know their right, those that are like moi. We're not freaking begging here. Do we sound like we're begging? We have land in your South Africa, and we have in our Congo, we have, hey, wake up. We have here and there in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? We who have papers, we are not begging. We're not begging. We know our freaking rights. And we know that your government is on our side. The only way you Afrophobic South Africans win this game is if you commit crime. And then it will be too late. Your own government will have to arrest you. The only way you Afrophobic, xenophobic South Africans will win this is if you commit crime. Unless your message is strictly refined only to illegal foreigners. Your uneducated statement of all foreigners must leave, you will win, you will lose that. It's very simple. This is not even mathematics. This is not even a subject. This is baby talk. This is baby talk. This is the truth. In any conversation you would have, they would expect you to have simple logic thinking. This is just logic thinking. This is nothing you have to really study. By the time you study, your brain started growing around that 8 years old. You started knowing what is wrong, what is right. The system is all over the freaking world out here is that if you document it, if you have your papers, if you have your visa, that's why they have passport control there, you freaking guy. At the airport. What's the purpose of having passport control? Passport control. When you're saying all foreigners must leave, you're also saying they must dismantle that station. That station that says passport control. You understand? And you're actually saying you don't need an airport in South Africa. So who must come to that freaking place if you must kick all foreigners out? You won't be allowed elsewhere either. Other countries will also come out and say, you're not allowed to come here also. You're out of your freaking mind. The same way the US comes out here and says, we're going to ban all visas from the following African countries. Yeah. South Africa will be on the freaking list next time. Look, look at your freaking laws. How can you blame Trump for coming out here to say you are committing a white genocide, even if he's wrong? And then he says, they have funny laws over there. When you authorities are out here doing jack shit about that Zulu guy. Zulu guy is out here telling us to not follow the law, by the way. That Zulu guy is indirectly saying that we shouldn't follow the law. When he says don't listen to the police, he's saying don't follow the law. When the Zulu guy says don't listen to the police, don't listen to the government, he's saying from now on, this is a lawlessness country. Because following the police is following the law. Following the government, listening to the government, official site, official platforms is following the law. When the government comes out here and says, this freaking notice of the 30th of June, this freaking poster that's using the coats of arms of South Africa is fake, don't listen to it. You Zulu guy, you're saying, don't listen to even that. Ignore that notice, ignore that warning. Just listen to us. You Zulu guy are out here to create a South Africa that has no laws. And anybody in my freaking comment section out here to defend that crap, I'll mute you, huh? I'll mute you. Because I also have a responsibility not to have stupid comments being said here. I'll mute you. If I just say a stupid comment, you mute it first. Because we're not even going to allow a small mind somewhere read your stupid comment. Because they'll be out here thinking, no, but look at that guy is right. You see that guy said, what about our job? What about this? What about do? You understand? You will see. Block the one. The one, it's time for you to mute you. Come on, TikTok. Move this little guy. It didn't move yet. Not verified. You have to try it again. Yes, I know. Next time I do it, let it be done nicely. Did you mute that boy? Yeah. You have to mute him. Because we're talking about being responsible in the comment section. He wants to tell the rules you will see. You think with the same age? Oh my gosh. Hang ten for a second, my people. I'm almost done. I just have to carefully do this. Yeah, I think it's there. Let's see if you get it. You should do it. Give me that green. Yeah, okay. All right, that's cool. Not now. TikTok, stop giving me freaking notifications. I'm live, I'm busy. Justice. Share this, do that, play this puzzle, put this puzzle here, show that you're still active. You should use AI. You can see Mr. Rules is sitting there with all that style. Of course he's active. It's true. That's a quick little rhyme for them. Okay, it's time to read for you people. What comment? You mean the comments from the other platforms? Oh yeah, I need to remove this comment. Very enough now, enough. Okay. Didi, thank you for the cadeau. You know it is a cadeau, right? A cadeau. No, it's like a gift. Yeah, cadeau. Merci beaucoup pour cette cadeau-là. On aime beaucoup. On est là, on apprécie. C'est très gentil. Merci beaucoup. On est là. On apprécie vraiment et on vous encourage toujours d'être là. Soyez partie de la communauté. OK? And also, while we're at it, before I start reading for you South Africans, because you don't read, before I start reading for you, let me show you something else. Let me show you just something little for you guys to... Is it this? Oh yeah, you guys can have a look at that. Subscribe to Facebook. You have to subscribe to Facebook because the subscribers that are a part of our community on Facebook, not on YouTube, I'm saying on Facebook, have a world of different types of content that I give only to them. They see me everywhere outside, in different freaking airports, in the gym, out at lunch, meeting different folks. It's a whole freaking world out there. So you want to subscribe to Facebook. I didn't say follow. Huh? You should be following, and then you must subscribe. This is not speaking Prince. Is Prince still there? This is not speaking down to people, but people have their own way of understanding. Someone will be out here and say, oh, okay, I followed, but I don't see it's the same. My friend, we said subscribe. That kind of, I have to leave something sweet for those that are willing to, you know? Okay, that's that. What's the other? There was another. You can do this. Because you're going to say, how? How should we subscribe on Facebook? What's your handle? It's very simple. One username on all social media platforms. The same profile picture you see here is the same profile picture on all social media platforms. The name is Patrick Rules. The username is Rule Like Patrick. You're at Rules Voices. It's very simple. And all you have to do is just follow the rules. Follow the rules. Very simple stuff. One username on all social media platforms, especially that Facebook, because that Facebook, we've been growing ridiculously on that Facebook in the last 4 months. In the last 4 months, 170,000 followers. Quick. And on Facebook, I release a lot, so you want to do that. All right. Let's get back into this. What is this dude saying? Prince says gotcha. Is Prince the one about the subscribe? But is Prince the one that said, I'm not fighting with you, bro? I like you, Prince. Because I was a little bit on him, huh? Okay, Prince, what's up, my guy? We together, brother. I like Prince. Prince is cool. Prince, we together, man. Because something told me, look at Prince. Prince just says, got you. And then I saw Rule's voices acknowledged Prince. So Prince, thank you, Prince. Appreciate you, Prince. Prince, man, we are decent folk. But sometimes these ones that are so freaking hard-headed out here are just... we are human too, huh? Sometimes we make mistakes, but we live and we learn. Perhaps our methods will change in the near future. Who knows? I'm not perfect. We're not arrogant. But when they piss people off like that, yay, sometimes you must just go, bap, 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 bap. They must also know they can't come out here and fool around. Because we are also trying our utmost best to make sure that this freaking platform is different to every other platform and that it remains as real and as authentic as possible. We are for robust conversations, but we're not up here for like stupid talks. Yeah, okay. If you are not American, at least be Congolese. What you talking? Where did America come in here? First of all, I'm Congolese, yes, but I'm African first. I was born in Congo. I came to this planet through Congo, but I'm African first. That's why I'm fighting for South Africans also. That South Africa is in my country. I believe Africa, the whole of Africa, you people still live with these freaking borders. I believe that the whole of Africa is my country. Man, I be in Sierra Leone, I be in Freetown, I be landing in that Lungi International Airport and do my thing. I sit with the Sierra Leonean people on the beach, we chill out, we relax, we go uptown, we go to Kenema District, we go to Kono, we go to all of these different freaking places, we go to Sussex, you understand? I go to Lagos, I go to Abuja, I chill out there. I go to Kenya, Nairobi, I be traveling, man. I be hitting that South Africa left, right, and center. First time in South Africa was during apartheid, 1989. During freaking apartheid, that's when this supposed Makwere first time came to South Africa. We didn't come there to seek a freaking better this or better that. What you talking here? We came from Jekamin. You know what is Jekamin? You don't know what is Jeka mean. You're not talking to a Makwere, huh? We are the types of foreigners that South African government wants to have in South Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come out here with statements to generalize all foreigners must leave. Really? All foreigners? What about your economy? Your economy will take a hit, bro. Don't make out statements like that. Your economy would take a hit. You need foreign investments. You cannot live on an island. We're going to talk about what xenophobia does to a nation. Xenophobia, Afrophobia, hatred, discrimination, whatever it is that you people are doing right now, you black South Africans that perhaps have legitimate concerns, does to a nation. What you are currently planting for the future of South Africa by being Afrophobic, by being xenophobic. This is what you are investing in. This is the type of future that you people are investing in when you come out here and you say all foreigners must leave, whether documented or undocumented. Even the illegal immigrants, when you adopt tactics or strategies that are unlawful to deal with illegal immigrants, this is the chaotic, poverty, or rather poor type of future you're investing in. An isolated type of future. This is what you're investing in. When you think you're fighting for your country and you're coming out here and you think two wrongs will make it right, this is what you're creating. You're out here saying we are fighting for your country, but you're breaking the law while you are fighting for your country. What we would hate to see, I don't know if we would hate to see, but is for you South Africans to get arrested on that 30th of June. They will arrest you. South Africa will have an obligation to arrest you South Africans on the 30th of June if you come out here and break the law and commit chaos and crimes and violence and go against the warnings that they released here to say, do not follow that freaking notice. You must only follow platforms, official platforms of the government that comes out here to tell you what to do. If you take the law into your own hands and you come out here on the 30th of June to do what you think you know because Zulu guy told you so, they will arrest you. That is arrest day for you people who will practice the words that Zulu guy told you when he said, don't listen to the police, don't listen to the government. If you come out here and try to act smart, you think you're being a freaking patriot, you will find yourselves behind bars on that freaking day while an illegal potential foreigner will still be out there. You have to do things smart. It's by working smarter, not harder. What a freaking cliche. So, let's read for you folks. We have to read for you. If we don't read for you, who will? The disadvantages and dangers of xenophobia in society. Do you people even know what is xenophobia? I'm talking to South Africans that perhaps did not study. If you know what is xenophobia, don't take this as an insult. I'm not talking down to anybody. This is a legitimate question. The truth of the matter here is we're dealing with a lot of uneducated people. Some people don't even know what is xenophobia. They really think they're being patriots out here. Xenophobia, the fear, hatred, or rejection of foreigners or people perceived as outsiders. The fear. The fear. You say to yourself, I don't fear them. You do. We judge you like that because we know the definition. You're afraid of the Nigerian guy or what? Why? The fear because you think he's taking your opportunity away. So you're fearing your opportunities being taken by other people. The fear, the hatred. Hatred. That's why we say you are hateful. You are hating. Xenophobia, the fear, the hatred. What is hatred? What does hatred lead to? Hatred. Hatred leads to a potential genocide. The Tutsis did to the Hutus what the Tutsis did to the Hutus, or vice versa. The Hutus did to the Tutsis what the Hutus did to the Tutsis while the Twa was in the mix. What they did to them in 1994 in East of Africa, they in Kigali, in Rwanda, because of hatred. Hatred led to that genocide. This particular definition of xenophobia includes hatred in there. The fear, the hatred, or rejection of foreigners or people perceived as outsiders. Do you guys want to go through a G-side on the 30th of June or beyond that? Or do you love your nation enough to not be labeled like that, like one of those African countries also in the modern day and age is going through a freaking G-side? What do you freaking want? That Zulu guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. The fear, the hatred, the rejection of foreigners or people perceived as outsiders has devastating effects on individuals, communities, economies, and entire nations. International organizations such as the United Nations and OECD warn that xenophobia damages society trust, increases violence, weakens economies, harms mental health, and destroys national unity. Look what the Rwandese are going through now. The Rwandese are out here saying, we will not lift defensive measures in Congo. Because we believe that those supposed extremist freaking Hutus are still there and they still have plans, agendas, ideology to come out here and topple Kigali. We will not. That's what they say. We know that they're just looting in Congo. We know that they are just looting in Congo. That kind of statement, that explanation makes sense. Yes, that's what a group of people will abide by, to say never again. Because of a G side, it removes trust, damages social trust. But those ones are looting there. But this is what it could lead to. If this freaking thing is not diffused, if you people don't stop acting or don't stop listening to that Zulu guy, and God forbid this shit goes this far. Xenophobia. Xenophobia destroys social unity. One of the biggest dangers of xenophobia is that it divides society. Instead of people living together peacefully, Nigerians, Ethiopians, Pakistanis, Xhosas, Zulus, Twanas, communities become separated by fear, suspicion, anger, and hatred. That's what's currently happening now in that South Africa. A lot of hatred in society, suspicion, anger, suspicion of, are you stealing my opportunity? Mm-hmm. When xenophobia spreads, listen up, South Africa. When xenophobia, or rather in your case, when Afrophobia spreads, neighbors stop trusting one another. In society, in your little neighborhood also as countries, you can extrapolate that. As neighbors, you stop trusting one another. When xenophobia spreads, neighbors stop trusting one another. You know how many people, even in these great suburbs that are foreigners, they'll be like, you know, those are South Africans who stay down there. You know, those South Africans, you never know. They smile at us every day. They wave, but they might just go and tell some of those hooligans that this belongs to foreigners, that we are foreigners here. They stop trusting one another. Where are you inviting me to? Which party are you inviting me to? I don't know if I want to go there. When xenophobia spreads, neighbors stop trusting one another. Communities become tense and hostile. Tense. The kids are not playing outside today. Why must the kids go to the park? Look, I just want peace of mind, because it's tense. It's already happening now. A lot of those foreigners who have keys, who have this, who have that, are all like, nah. Even this nanny of mine, she's not taking the kids to the park. Look here, just tell her the kids will stay here. We will take no playing in the parks now, man. That's what it does. It's just disrupting a way of life completely. When xenophobia spreads, violence becomes more common. You start hearing it every day. Oh, that guy was fighting there. My friend, why are you bruised? What happened to your eye? Why do you have a black eye? Oh, he was in a fight. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. We're living in a xenophobia world. When xenophobia spreads, that's why it's so shocking to see that the South African police or the government hasn't done anything about this Zulu guy. Crime is their culture. Pelemoon says, is it true that crime is your culture? Is it true that you people be out here committing crimes? It's their culture. Wow. I think that there are some officials in the South African government who are out here trying to downplay the fact that crime is high in that South Africa. And they also want to blame that fact, though, that data, that truth. They want to blame it on illegal foreigners. The numbers are clear. A totality of 3 million immigrants in South Africa in a population of 63 to 70 million people cannot possibly be the reason why crime is so high in South Africa. Impossible. That 3 million is totality of legal and illegal type of, those are estimations, okay? Yeah. So maybe illegal immigrants are, I don't think there's even like 1 million illegal immigrants in South Africa. I don't think it's even up to 1 million. I think it's around that 4 to 500,000 people maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's very easy to get those freaking asylum papers. It's very easy to get those. People be getting them like crazy. Yeah. And plus your ID, you people sell your ID. What you talking about? You have a problem of illegal immigrants. You give away those asylum easily and your ID is up for grabs. Yeah, there's major corruption there. What you talking about? We have a problem. Why are you people always wanting to skip or to jump the real issue, the real problem? It's your freaking people. Create a march out here that's against corrupt officials. Doesn't make sense to just blame the people for taking advantage of the freaking system when your system is weak. Your system is weak. Individuals will come out here and take advantage of your freaking system. That corruption is part of your system. You need to remove that out of your system. You need to deroot it from society, from your freaking government. Even in your society, your SEPS is corrupt. Your SEPS takes bribes, man. The fact that your SEPS is on TV here and we can see them taking instruction from an unauthorized individual, that Zulu guy, it means they're corrupt. In this particular case, they're so uneducated that they are taking instruction from somebody who's perhaps not even giving them money. That means you're just stupid. You're breaking the freaking law. You're out here making South Africa look bad for free. La 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 la. The Zulu Republic of what? Of Dudula are very uneducated to be described as South Africans. Woo! Hello. Says a South African? The Zulu Republic. Wow. They're too uneducated to be described as South Africans, says that guy. The United Nations explains that racism and xenophobia tear apart the social fabric of society and creates division and distrust among people. Are you listening? My South African people, are you listening? I know you don't like the United Nations. You think they are corrupt. You think they don't have a freaking backbone. But listen to the truth. You can recognize the truth when you hear it. You can remove that part that says the United Nations. Just say the rules describes that racism or explains that racism and xenophobia tear apart the social fabric of society and creates division and distrust among people. Just look at it for yourself. You don't trust your neighbor. A divided society becomes unstable and dangerous for everyone, including citizens born in that country. A divided society becomes unstable for everyone, including citizens living or born in that country. A divided. If you Zulus or if you Afrophobic Black South Africans were to succeed and manage to kick out all foreign nationals out of South Africa, you will eventually turn to your own people from different tribes. It's true. It's true. It's not like you're going to kick out all the foreigners and suddenly you become united as South Africans. You are already the most unequal country on the freaking planet for a reason. I think it's time to remove that saying that they say this is a rainbow nation. Based on what? Rainbow nation based on what? You have whites only towns, man. The whites are saying we don't want to live with them. This is Orania. And now the black people are also saying we don't want to live with black people from elsewhere. And you want to say you're a rainbow nation. What you talking about? And yeah, in this quote, spirit of Ubuntu. What spirit of Ubuntu? There's no spirit of Ubuntu here. There's a spirit of xenophobia. There's a spirit of Afrophobia. You want to say you have a spirit of Ubuntu. If you are trying to encourage them to have a spirit of Ubuntu, you're doing a poor job. You authorities, you celebrities, you big names that can come out here and create concerts or festivals or do things that would promote unity, what do? Let's talk about March and March. Let's talk about Operation freaking Dudula. Although Zandile has resigned. Let's talk about that. What are the other organizations that are out here countering? Who's opposing? What organizations do you have there in South Africa that are out here opposing this Afrophobic, xenophobic behavior? None. Subsidize them if you have to. Who's here fighting these spirits of Afrophobia? Who's out here wanting to uphold the spirit of unity? Who? No one. How come we don't know the names? Don't tell me they are human rights. What's their freaking name? And why aren't they marching? Why aren't they out here denouncing all these freaking outrageous statements that come out here to say all foreigners must leave? You think all foreigners will leave? When you say all foreigners must leave, you think it's only the illegal ones who will leave or the fearful one who will leave? It will also be those that are documented and have invested a lot in South Africa. We will take our money with us. You're out of your freaking mind. And your central bank, or rather reserve bank, must, my friend, closure. Give me the notes. Give me the notes, bro. Give me the notes. You're playing games, huh? You need foreign investment. You need to persuade, you need to make sure that the international community feels at ease, they have peace of mind to come to your country, to see that Table Mountain, to see Robben Island, to go to the wine farms, to see Steenberg, to go to Nelson Mandela Square, to visit this, to visit that, to boom your economy so that what you black South African people can have jobs. You cry for jobs, but you're running out all of these freaking people who must come. Why did you have the G20? For what? You're about to shit on it. All the progress that was made during the G20 when Cyril Ramaphosa was there, with all those heads of states from all over the world, you black South Africans are shitting on all of that progress. All of these international countries, all of these heads of states from elsewhere, those that committed to partnering with your institutions, with your country to invest billions, can come out here and say, based on the 30th of June, based on that Zulu guy, we are going back on our words. You are not guaranteeing us protection for our investment. It's the same thing that's happening in Congo now. America can come out here and say, we're going to make sure that we bring peace and stability to the Great Lakes between Congo and Rwanda and that Uganda and all that mess that's been there, so that the American private sector can come to the DRC, the creme de la creme, the richest country on the freaking planet, and invest billions. But we need a working environment. That conflict must end. If that conflict doesn't end, it will not persuade, it will not enlighten, it will not influence, it will not promote foreign investment into Congo. Same thing for you South Africans that think you can live on a freaking island. They'll just sanction that SWIFT. Shwee! If they just sanction that SWIFT in South Africa, that MasterCard, that Visa, it will make that noise. Swee! I want you people to go and toy. They will still be out there toying. Because they don't have these freaking credit cards anyway. They don't have jobs. It will then be those freaking celebrities who are so quiet now. It will then be that South African government who's out here doing absolutely nothing. That will then come out here to start to make speeches. You know, what you talking here? We heard that other minister who said the whole international community can complain, Ghana can complain, Nigeria can complain. It doesn't change the price of bread. Shut your mouth. You still want to be sarcastic out here. Xenophobia leads to violence and death. Hello. How straightforward must we say it for you people? Xenophobia leads to violence and death. We don't want that. We don't want that. We, the creme de la creme, We the black folks who are educated, we foreigners who are educated, we consider ourselves African first. We are taking it upon ourselves to come out here to educate you people this. We don't have to do this. We have papers. We are not even on the African continent right now. That's the funny part of this whole freaking thing. When certain South Africans come out here and say, go back to your country. I'm not in South Africa. Who told you the rules is in South Africa right now? I said I have experience in South Africa. First time there, 1989. I've been there, I've done that. We have interest to protect there, but we are not there right now. Who told you we are fighting desperately to just stay there? You're out of your freaking mind. We love the black race. We love African people. We need to stick together. You have concerns. Nobody wants illegal immigrants. Nobody wants crime. You also commit crime. You guys commit the most crime there than foreigners. There's more of you. It's in the freaking numbers. Xenophobia often grows from words into physical violence. Very fast. Xenophobia grows from just simple words. It grows from words to violence. Just that thing that you're busy saying, all foreigners must leave. And then you come there and you're telling this documented guy, even the illegal guy, you don't have the right to say. You're not a state authority. But you come there, you take it upon yourself to approach an individual who has their own brain, their own physicality, their own defense mechanism, their own reflexes. You come there and you say, you must do this. You give commands. But you're nobody. In some cases, you're even poorer than him. Because he's been a spaza shop owner. He has more money. He took your opportunity. He has this, he has that. And you come and you threaten them like that. And they're proud, huh? In some cases, this is a man. Say, who the freaking hell are you to talk to me like that? Among those Zulu boys, that Musuno, there's a Musuno there, and then there's that Pakele or whatever. There's also another short little Zulu boy. Yeah, there's a small little Zulu boy there. He's very thin, he's very small like this. Always wears freaking glasses also. That one is so freaking tiny, even his physique, you can see he's tiny, but he's walking with a freaking stick and he's giving commands to people who are tall. This is just because of the freaking entourage and the people you have around you. There's some Nigerians, there's some people there, I'm sure they think, this one, I will trump on this one very fast if I should catch this one alone. You're out there you think you can intimidate that guy. That guy is just saying to himself, let me just listen because there's a group of you here now. So those Ghanaian guy, those poor folks, those poor foreigners, they just accept, they said, okay, just to diffuse and then move out. But one and one, they'll take any one of you on. It's true. But anyway, the moral of the story here is words, they grow. Xenophobia often grows from words into physical violence. You think that guy must just listen to you. And that guy knows that, hey, not to encourage violence, but I'm a man. If I'm documented and I know that I'm abiding by the law of South Africa, an individual who's not a police or a state authority approaches me and starts to intimidate me, I'll beat him right there. I'll beat you. I will beat you. I'm not playing any freaking games out here. I will beat you. I will look at the situation. You come with your words and you start to talk shit to me. You start to do this. I will, hey. And you do that thing. You see that thing that Zulu does? Hitting people. I will beat you. I will just aim to beat you. If I assess the situation and I think that this would be a losing battle, and so let me not go for it, that's one thing. But my thinking will say, I need to protect myself here. This one is out here with his freaking whip. You're not going to whip me. I follow the law. I have my papers. So xenophobia often grows from words into physical violence. History shows that xenophobia rhetoric, xenophobia rhetoric can lead to many things. Xenophobia rhetoric. Black South Africa, do you know what is rhetoric? Xenophobia talk. Afrophobia talk. All foreigners must leave type of talk. Whether you are documented or not, you must leave South Africa type of talk. The talk that freaking Zulu guy is out here saying, Don't listen to the police. Don't listen to the government. You must only listen to me. Xenophobia rhetoric leads to the following things. Listen up. Mob attacks. I feel as if I must be explaining the definitions of every word when it comes to Black South Africa here. Mob attacks. Ganging up on one. Mob attacks. It leads to mob attacks. It leads to looting. Xenophobia talk, xenophobia rhetoric leads to looting, burnt businesses, assaults. One of the things that one Afrophobic South African said to that British woman, the white woman who was standing over them as they were sitting on the pavement because they are afraid of white people, said, one of the things that that boy said was, after the lady asked them, if the foreign nationals don't leave by the 30th of June, what will happen? That one boy had a tire in front of him. And then he hits the tire. He says, they're going to get this. Don't. He hits the tire. He's trying to say they will burn that freaking tire. And, back in the days, they used to even put it around them. Huh? And then bury it. Things like that. You need to mute Jinx. Mute Jinx. Uneducated minds must be muted very quickly. Yeah. Muted. Jinx, you are muted for 10 minutes. If you come back in 10 minutes and you be Jinx again, you get blocked. I think that Jinx should have been muted long time ago. Perhaps we didn't see certain freaking things out here. Because I know that name, that Jinx. No, I saw that Jinx about 5 minutes ago. And I know that Jinx is, how do you know it's a he? I don't know if it's a he or a she. That's what I said, I think that. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if it's a he or a she. But they need to relax, so they need that. Yes, one of them Sunus. Yes, Ethan. History shows that xenophobia talk leads to mob attacks, looting, burnt businesses, assaults. Like the Zulu guy is already doing during protests. And it also leads to murderers. Forced displacement of families. Xenophobia talk leads to mob attacks, looting, burnt businesses, assaults, murders, and forced displacement of families. There are some people, you see, just like apparently Nigeria came out here, apparently certain countries are coming out here to say, we will send a plane. Every one of us who wants to leave, every one of our people there in South Africa wants to leave can hop on this plane. It's because they're afraid. It leads to forced displacement. It's like an invasion. An invasion leads to all of this. Like when those freaking Rwandese like to invade Congo, East Congo, to loot our minerals, it leads to all of these freaking crimes, all of these atrocities, all of these crap. That xenophobia also leads to that which that perhaps might happen. If the authorities don't do anything by the 30th of June to come out here to diffuse, to warn, don't just warn actually. I think we've heard enough xenophobia rhetoric, enough xenophobia talk, Afrophobia talk, whatever the freaking hell you want to call it. We've heard enough. It's time for you, African government, to come out here and arrest those guys already, way before that freaking 30th of June. We don't want shit to happen first and then you want to come up here and make arrests. You've been warned. You can't be out here sleeping. These freaking people. You freaking people. Why do you hate yourself so much? We are already seen as the scums of the earth, as black folks. And then you want to come out here and just prove the white people right when they come out here and insult us. And we have dumbass people here in the comment section talking crap. Okay, you see that question? What is xenophobia? My friend, I hope you are asking that question on TikTok. Lucas, what is xenophobia? I hope you're actually asking what is xenophobia because you want to know what is xenophobia. I hope you're not asking what is xenophobia because you want to make a correction to want to say, Patrick, what's happening there is not xenophobia, it's Afrophobia. You see how I'm ahead of him? Yeah. We've explained the difference here. We've explained the difference. We know that which that's in South Africa should be described as Afrophobia because they only out here against black people, their own kind, Africans, not people from Poland, not that beautiful white German girl with blue eyes that would say xenophobia because outsiders means people from all over. Yeah, they are Afrophobia, but I'm telling you, I think that was a sarcastic, not necessarily a sarcastic sentence or saying there, what is xenophobia or question, but I think he wanted to play that game. But the Spirit is right next to me here. The Holy Spirit is right next to me here. It will just tell me, Patrick is asking that for that, because of that. Answer it this way. You're playing games here, huh? A friend. On public platforms, after you've heard that term or that word xenophobia so many times, if you truly don't know, we're not going to answer. Because this is not freaking grade 1. Go to your freaking Google, go and find out what is xenophobia, go and read it. I can't spoon feed you like that, man. Go freaking read it and then come back here and speak after you've understood. Operate from an understanding point of view and ask legitimate questions that shows that adults are around here. Don't try to come and shit on this masterclass. In a masterclass, we don't entertain basic questions. Okay, moving on. The United Nations warned that xenophobic violence in places like South Africa has led to attacks on migrant-owned homes and businesses and even unalivings. They use the K word, but I have to say unalivings. Can I tell you guys something? After reading that statement, the following statement, let me read it again for you people. The United Nations warned that xenophobic violence in places like South Africa has led to attacks on migrant-owned homes and businesses and even unalivings. This particular document that I have here, these studies, these facts, these truths, when I went for this, when I was looking for this to get this, I did not say anything about South Africa. I did not say because of South Africa, because of the current events, because of this and that. I never spoke about South Africa. I just wanted to know the disadvantages, the effect that xenophobia has on societies and communities and individuals and all. And then it gave me this document that is also now by itself using you people there as a freaking example. This thing was created a long time ago. But they are saying here, xenophobia violence in places like South Africa, that's because it's a trend for you people to be xenophobic. What a shame. Has led to attacks on migrant homes, businesses, and even unalivings. Violence creates trauma that lasts for generations and damages the moral character of a nation. Violence creates trauma that lasts for generations and damages the moral character of a nation. Ask the Rwandese, ask Paul Kagame, he will tell you. That supposed G-side they went through in 1994, that's why they are out here. Even currently as we speak, this is Kwibuka 32 period. They're out here saying we need to remember our loved ones. We need to remember this. We need to remember that. We need to commemorate. We need to Kwibuka 32 because of the trauma that violence through that G-side caused on an entire nation. You black South Africans are playing with fire when you're coming out here with uneducated freaking statements like that. You black South Africans are playing with fire When your own government is coming out here, are still allowing that Zulu guy to come out here and make that xenophobic rhetoric, all foreigners must leave, it can lead to violence. You don't want it to get there. If you love South Africa, as you claim you love South Africa, you will denounce these freaking Afrophobic, xenophobic talks or rhetoric that's currently happening. The fact that even your celebrities, the biggest names that you have there in South Africa, are not even coming out here to denounce these things, to diffuse the tension, to prevent loss of life coming on the 30th of June, shows you don't love South Africa yourself. You're talking crap. I love South Africa more than some of you freaking South Africans here because I'm doing something about it. I'm trying. I'm only one freaking man. At least I'm talking. You're just sitting out there doing nothing. C'est la vérité. Violence creates trauma that lasts for generations and damages the moral character of a nation. The moral. Violence creates trauma that lasts for generations and damage. It didn't say it mentions or it touches. It damages. Almost you can't fix it no more. Violence creates trauma, and that trauma damages the moral character of a nation. That's why I come out here and say, you freaking Rwandese, you don't have any morals. Because they supposed moral. Generations, even in this other sentence, they mention generations. You understand what I'm saying? They spoke about generation. It says, violence creates trauma that lasts for generations and damages the moral character of a nation. Generations. These supposed Rwandese that are born now that were not there during that 1994 because of the violence that happened then, the trauma that it has caused. And that trauma has caused damages to the moral overall freaking character of the whole freaking nation. That's what you people are envisioning for South Africa. Yeah. That's what you black South Africans who are out here as freaking hooligans taking instructions from that Zulu guy are envisioning, are working towards, are working for, are investing in. You're investing. You're investing in a damaged character morale of a nation. In a damaged morale. You want to be damaged morally. That's what you're investing here. And you're doing it with confidence here. You're out here thinking the rules is your enemy. You're out here really just wanting to, okay, let me say this way, to fuck up South Africa. Basically. Yeah. You're out here wanting to do that to South Africa. And you want to say you love South Africa? You don't give a crap about the future generations. Because your unborn kids, even your kids, they'll grow up and say, we went through this as a freaking nation. Us as the Congolese, we also be like, King Leopold, what the freaking hell? Why did he do that? But why did he do it to us, the Congolese? Because we are rich. Yeah, those are reasons, but that's messed up, the Congolese people. But what are people doing at the time? What was our leaders? What were our leaders doing? How come we didn't fight back? What is Felix Tshisekedi doing now? This freaking war is taking 31 years. The morale, damaged morale. That's what you're investing in now. Don't listen to anyone out here talking crap in the comment section, wanting to talk about freaking jobs and this and that and that. What you are going against, what you are investing in is far more worse. Xenophobia damages the economy. You don't know it yet because you know nothing about the economy. You don't know it yet because you're actually not in charge of your economy. Mr. Mulungu. And he doesn't really care because the xenophobia or those attacks that will create a traumatic experience will not be directed towards them. They have licensed weapons. They will be able to defend themselves. You guys are out here wanting to do this to yourselves, you black folks. In fact, we want you people to do that to yourself so that your morale is damaged for life, so that we, the white Afrikaners, can come out here and lead this nation. We would still have our own morale intact. As a race, first, and as second-hand citizens, if you want to call us that, because Dutch people, this and that, who gives a crap? We will get back in power. So let's let you freaking black folks do that to your future generation trauma morale. Yeah, let's leave you be. You are not in charge of this economy. Xenophobia damages the economy. Many people wrongly believe xenophobia protects jobs and the economy. Many people wrongly believe that xenophobia, or rather in your case, South Africa, Afrophobia, creates or protects jobs and the economy. In reality, xenophobia often weakens economies. Migrants and foreign nationals frequently start businesses, pay taxes, employ local people, provide essential labor, contribute skills and innovation. When xenophobia increases, businesses close, tourism decreases, international investors lose confidence, skilled workers leave, trade relationships suffer. Research shows that countries associated with xenophobic violence can lose tourism, educational exchange programs, scientific cooperation, and foreign investments. Everything that I've said before, everything that I've just repeated, everything that was written here for you, and it's the freaking truth. C'est la vérité. Now, ask yourself a question, my South African black guy. And women in this particular case, because it's women out there creating these freaking movements. Is this what you want for your South Africa? They say South Africa, they said it right here. Many people wrongly believe xenophobia or Afrophobia protects jobs and the economy. It doesn't. In reality, xenophobia often weakens economies. You must leave Abahamba. You must leave this country. We want to fix our countries. You're taking our opportunity away. You're taking our jobs. Many people, South Africans wrongly believe that xenophobia protects jobs and economies. Well, in reality, it only weakens the economy. Businesses close, tourism decreases, international investors lose confidence, trade relationships suffer. The orange man will come out here and say, look here, man, we need to stop this crap. All those 600 companies there that you have in South Africa, those American companies, they will leave. Should shit hit the fan on the 30th of June 2026, they will leave. Even your father won't have a job. Even that Sandton will slowly but surely start to deteriorate into a freaking township, into a hillbrow. We remember this hillbrow in the 90s. It was clean. It deteriorated because you people have been xenophobic for decades. Since apartheid, they went straight from apartheid prior to 1994 into Afrophobia. Straight away. It was an exchange of character. Immediately. The Mulungu went to Orania. The black guy said we should be Afrophobic. Yeah, but we understand that, yes, a lot of people also started coming to South Africa or whatever, but you were supposed to put pressure on your government. Your government has been corrupt for the last 30 years. Research shows that countries associated with xenophobic violence can lose tourism, educational exchanges, scientific cooperation, and foreign investment. Fear and instability scare away economic opportunities. You want opportunities, but what you are doing will scare away opportunities. You are doing the opposite of that which that must bring you opportunities. Yo. How is it possible that these people are getting it so wrong? Xenophobia scares away opportunities. Fear and instability. How is it possible that you people are just determined to do the wrong thing? Xenophobia creates fear and mental health problems. Mental health problems. Victims of xenophobia, victims. You think if you people come out here and start doing that crap, those foreign nationals wouldn't want to retaliate? Oh, this is where you start to lose them. This is where they feel the need to want to say, let's see, we will fight back. Let's see if they can fight. Let's see. This is where you start to lose them. When you want to draw reality types of explanations out here to tell them, they will also fight back, and you might be a victim too. You actually stand to lose a lot because you are breaking the law. They would be defending themselves. African foreign nationals are not out here gathering saying that on the 30th of June they'll come out here and take it out on you. You are saying if you don't leave, all hell will break loose. So you might face things that will play on your mental health. If you find yourself behind bars, you South African guy, in your own country because of foreigners, it'll mess up your mental health. You'll be like, why did I listen to that Zulu? You'd have yourself to live with in that freaking cell. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. We're warning you now. Stay home on the 30th of June. Yes. Keep your hands to your freaking damn self and listen to your government. Listen to the police. Don't be out here listening to that Zulu guy. Studies show xenophobia can cause depression, anxiety, trauma, social isolation, suicidal thoughts, constant fear. Victims may become afraid to go to work, school, hospitals, or public places. Like I said before, hey, the kids are not going to the park today. Health experts found that discrimination and xenophobia are linked to depression, poor health, and severe emotional distress. A society filled with fear cannot truly prosper. Why are you injecting fear in your own society? Why are you injecting fear in your own South Africa that you claim to love so much? Even if your concerns are valid, you need to know where to direct or to channel your energy, your efforts. Who's that? Sir Lee. Thank you for the roses, Sir Lee. Appreciate you, Sir Lee. Thank you. Xenophobia encourages false blame and scapegoating. During times of unemployment, poverty, or crime, some people blame foreigners for every social problem. I'm going to read that again because I believe even the South African officials who I saw on TV earlier trying to blame the crime issue only on illegal freaking foreigners need to hear this. And you people also need to hear this. During times of unemployment, why are you unemployed? It's not because of the foreign national. It's because your government hasn't been able to create jobs for you, and you lack entrepreneurial skills. You don't know how to do it for yourself. You don't know how to create your own opportunities, and so therefore you are unemployed. During times of unemployment, poverty, or crime, some people blame foreigners for every social problem. But many national problems are actually caused by corruption, your government, poor leadership, your government, economic inequality, your government, weak governance, your government, lack of opportunities, your government. It's the fault of your government. That's why we say, at the end of the day, these are just South Africans. Whether they are uneducated or not, at the end of the day, it's just the civilian. What was he supposed to do? He was in apartheid. And then you just gave him freedom. Of course, he's going to come out here like this first, thinking that everybody owes him a slice. But listen, even this freaking government is corrupt to the core, poor leadership, economic inequality, weak governance, lack of opportunities. They corrupt to the freaking core. That's why your people are like this. So you, Operation Dudula, March and March, or you decent South Africans that are out here, you should know that you should be putting pressure on your government. It's not that Ghanaian guy, that Nigerian guy. Economic inequality, because 70% of your freaking land is in the end of the boer. It's very clear here. Xenophobia encourages false blame and scapegoating. Like some ministers are coming out here to just blame illegal foreigners. And they clearly stated here, during times of unemployment, poverty, or crime, some people blame foreigners. They're blaming that high crime on the foreigners. We know the numbers don't show that. It's impossible. 3 million foreigners, 60 to 70 million people. High crime. It's not them. It's you people. Plus, we see it. We see you on the freaking highways, you South Africans, throwing shit at our windscreens so that we can pull over so you can try to rob us. We see you. I see that I'm on pantula. I'm on pantula. You understand? Those pants. Foreigners don't dress like that. Look at that one with that little hat. You see that little hat that those black boys like? This is not a foreigner. A foreigner doesn't dress like that. This is the South African boy. And I know exactly where I'm driving here. I'm driving on the freaking N7 in Cape Town. It happens here all the freaking time. Look at this freaking N2. Right next to this freaking Langa. It's them that live here. During times of unemployment, because your government is not giving you opportunity, because of the poor leadership of your government, because you weak governance, because you don't have opportunities, because of freaking corruption, you have a lot of time on your hands. And you don't want to look within. Even your government should look within. Even you South African as individuals, you should look within. You should look within and say, it's because I have too much time on my hands. And you government, you must look within and say, there's too many corruption in this freaking South African government. And this is why we are actually blaming the Ghanaian guy, the Pakistani guy, Ethiopian, Nigerian guy. You're coming up here with all of this crap, we want to fix our country. There's no way here does it blame the foreigners. No way here does it blame the foreigner. It blames only one person or one institution, just your government. Poor leadership. Do you speak English? It's poor leadership that you are unemployed, that you don't have opportunities, that you don't have a job. It's poor leadership. They are corrupt to the freaking core. Let me tell you guys something else. The same nationalities that are there as foreigners in South Africa are the same types of nationalities that you also find in UAE, in Qatar, in Saudi, in Kuwait, in some of these other freaking places where there's no xenophobia. And the locals there are happy. You know why? Because they have true freaking leadership. Shut your mouth. Stay home. Nobody goes out on the 30th of freaking June. You have poor leadership. That's where you should be directing your freaking attention. Not to the African national. In fact, some of these places in the Middle East have way more foreigners than they have locals. But they have a system. They have this, they have that. They want the locals to benefit here and there. But your freaking government, and it's not just South Africa, shut up. I can hear you getting ready to say, talk about Congo. I can hear somebody. The Spirit said, talk to those ones that will say, talk about Congo. Look at Congo. There's some who will be saying here, what about Congo? You know what is happening in Congo? Why don't you talk about Congo? Yeah. The Spirit is telling me, address yourself to them. Even Congo also. They should be learning from all these different places. It's poor leadership. The reason why we've had that freaking war in Congo for so long is because of poor leadership. The reason why there's lack of opportunity in Congo is because of poor leadership. The reason why there's high crime, because the reason why women are getting raped in the east, in the north and south Kivu is because of poor leadership. That's why I've always come out here and say, we the African people, we should unite against all of these freaking governments. Why do you like Ibrahim Traore? Because of leadership. Because of the leadership that he's providing to his people. Why can't we unite as a people and demand that every single freaking government out here in Africa, every single institution out here, the people in our own country should also do things like that? Leadership. You're out here wanting to fight one another. You don't even work in office. What are you going to change? Now that you freaking normal civilian or the you Zulu guy, you fight that African guy. What paperwork has been filed in that supposed office that makes the freaking decisions? Nothing. You're just blowing smoke. All of that jumping around there in that freaking hill, bro, is the waste of energy. It's about working smarter and not harder. It's a waste of freaking energy. All that sweat, all that heating, all that whipping, all that freaking jumping, toying. You're not changing a damn thing. Everything that you people have been doing thus far, guess what? Your government still comes out here to say, hey, we didn't say that even illegal foreigners, no one has the right to tell them to leave. You haven't accomplished shit. In fact, your freaking Zandile has resigned. All that effort, all that work that she put in for freaking months to waste. And any other political party that she might come out here to try to join, we will discredit you immediately. Because we would always know that you have that type of mindset there. That's who you are hiring there. Look, these are freaking simple stuff. You people should be thinking here. You should thank your lucky stars that we are actually taking time to talk to you people like this. Direct. The United Nations has warned that xenophobia often turns migrants into scapegoats for wider social problems. Blaming outsiders prevents societies from solving the real freaking cause of their problems. Blaming outsiders, blaming Nigeria, blaming Ghana, blaming Ethiopia, blaming the Pakistani or the Congolese guy doesn't solve your problems. It will not. It's your government. Xenophobia damages a country's international reputation. When xenophobic attacks happened repeatedly, the world notices. Countries associated with xenophobia may lose tourism, lose investors' confidence, face international criticism, damage diplomatic relations, harm educational and cultural partnerships. Very simple English, please. I have to get done now. I've been here for life for a long time. Keep listening. The class is almost over. Please keep listening. Research has shown that intense xenophobia creates negative international publicity. Sorry. See, that's why I said I'm tired. Research has shown that intense xenophobia creates negative international publicity and weakens global relationships. You cannot live on an island. We've said it so many freaking times. You can't be out here saying all foreigners must leave. You need friends. This harms citizens as well as foreigners. Xenophobia hurts innocent people. Oh, the innocent people. Many victims of xenophobia are ordinary people trying to survive. Workers, refugees, students, parents, children, small business owners, they are all innocent. It's because of poor leadership, poor governance, lack of confidence, this and that your government is not doing. That you are unhappy, that you are unemployed, that you commit crimes at times, although you're supposed to be a decent human being to know your wrongs from your rights, but it's not the fault of the outsider. Some flee war, poverty, or instability, hoping for safety and opportunity. Instead of receiving dignity and humanity, they face insults, harassment, violence, exclusion, exploitation. Innocent people, they face all of this. The United Nations says xenophobia affects human dignity and equal opportunity. Xenophobia weakens democracy and human rights. I heard that Umsunu apparently has received a lot of freaking complaints, or rather HRC, the Human Rights Commission there in South Africa, has received hundreds of complaints because of Umsunu. Xenophobia weakens democracy and human rights when hatred becomes normalized. This is what the doing of these supposed Zulu individuals or these supposed movements that think they are fighting for their own rights or opportunities. When they come out here and act Afrophobic or xenophobic like this, to say, oh, foreigners must leave, documented or undocumented, they normalize this xenophobia. They normalize hatred. Hatred becomes normalized. Societies begin accepting discriminations, vigilante violence, hate speech becomes the freaking norm. Like they're sounding here in the freaking comment section. They think it's okay to say to themselves. Some South Africans are even here in the comments section saying, yes, we are xenophobic. You must leave. Yeah, we don't like you. You makore. Get out of here. Hey. They're normalizing that kind of language.
abuse minorities, unfair treatment under the law. This weakens democracy and the human rights protections for everyone. Black South Africa, listen to this one. This is point number 9. And this is a very important one. Because this is apparently the reason why you are unhappy. To call a spade, it all boils down to this particular fact. Number 9. And this is apparently the reason why you want these foreign African nationals out of South Africa. But listen, xenophobia, or rather this act that you people are doing here, this Afrophobia, the fact that you people are coming out here is saying whether you're documented or not, you must leave. Don't listen to the police. Don't listen to the government. Listen to us. You must leave. Abahambe, that xenophobia act that you are proud of, creates poverty. You think you're fighting for opportunities, but you are making your situation worse. If it was going to take you another 5 years for your economy to start booming because you've just had the G20, it's now going to take you 15 years because you've decided to come out here and shit on that investment because it's not going to come no more. If you come out here on the 30th of June thinking you're fighting for your opportunities, you're out here coming to push it far away a decade from now. Xenophobia, Afrophobia, that freaking act, that thing that you have in your head to come out here on the 30th of June to create chaos, although your government or your law is telling you not to, you will only but create more poverty for your asses. More poverty for you. You are investing in poverty. Because that's what xenophobia does. Xenophobia creates poverty. Xenophobia creates economic exclusion and instability. That's why Cyril Ramaphosa comes out here to say South Africa cannot live on an island by itself. You must leave, you must go back. You cannot live by yourself. You will create economic exclusion. Your economy relies on the many trade that it does with neighboring countries. For example, Mozambique. So many trucks comes from South Africa, leaves South Africa through those freaking borders to goes to neighboring countries and they come back empty. If you're xenophobic, if you're out here taking it out on these countries, those nationalities, guess what? We don't need your freaking trucks no more. Keep your freaking goods, keep everything there. There goes your freaking economy. No opportunities, no jobs, more unemployment, more poverty. You're pissing us off. Because it's like you're complaining, but then you're the problem also. C'est la vérité. Victims may lose jobs, lose homes, lose businesses, avoid public spaces, become trapped in poverty. What else do you need to hear? At the same time, violent instability damages local economies and unemployment opportunities for citizens too. The ones that currently have jobs will also lose jobs. So it will just be more unemployment. We almost there, my people. Xenophobia teaches hatred to future generations. Those little South Africans that are all over the place running around on the street, that are on TikTok, that are on social media, those little people, those 12-year-old, you think they're just doing TikTok dances in the freaking room? No, they see your Zulu guy with all that violence, with all that hatred. They must leave. You must, where are you from, my brother? You must leave. You're teaching the future generations hatred. Children raised in xenophobic environments, or rather in your case, in Afrophobic environments, may grow up learning fear of outsiders. So that means this particular vision that we have of African unity, you guys are opposing that. We will have to even work harder and harder for one day for there to be African unity, because your xenophobic, Afrophobic behavior is teaching the next generation that they should fear the Mozambicans, the Nigerians, the Congolese, all of these different people. You think you're creating opportunities for yourself, but you're only but teaching the next generation or the current generation hatred and fear of outsiders. That's what you are doing. trouble thinking. Even some of them will start to fear the Zulus. So even internally as a South African country, you'll even be a worse unequal country within you South Africans. Because other tribes will be like, this Zulu guy. They're already fearing you. Look how they're running. What do you think you're freaking doing? You're actually whipping even South Africans, whether they are not in line or whether they are there, whether they are this and that. What are you doing? You're freaking crazy. Parental guidance is advice, please. The freaking hell is this? They're sleeping. This is what you're teaching the next generation? Fear. Even racism, violence, intolerance. Hatred can become culturally normalized if it's not challenged. That's what that freaking Zulu guy is doing with his whipped. This creates long-term cycles of division and conflict. Okay. This is what you people should focus on, and this is a great point here because it says these are the things that we, the people in society, with the decent folks, this is how we should live. So far, you people have just been doing the wrong thing. Just know, everything you've been doing has been wrong. Forget all that, scrap that, erase the board. This is who you must be. This is what you must do, okay? I know you are unemployed. I know you think you don't have any opportunities. I know you think that it's the Nigerian guy or the Ghanaian guy taking your opportunities away, but that is wrong. It's your government that's incompetent. It's your government that has poor leadership, poor this and that. Inequalities, imbalances in your economy. The Mulungu who owns your land, 70% of it, you're not in charge. They run this. It's not the people. It's the government. It's the police that's corrupt, that's doing nothing, taking instructions from Afrophobic people. A healthy society is not built on hatred. It is built on justice, truth, accountability, unity, human dignity, respect for law, and compassion. Respect for law. That Zulu guy doesn't have respect for laws. The Zulu guy who's out here telling you people that don't listen to the police, don't listen to the government, does not respect South African laws. A country can address issues like unemployment, crime, border control, and immigration policy without promoting hatred or violence against innocent people, even illegal people. You cannot promote hatred, violence, crime, and all this doing, this whipping, all this crap, slapping people in this and that, just because you think you are. If it is possible to discuss immigration responsibly. Put your attention on the freaking government. Demand better governance, protect national interest. Don't go to the freaking G20. Operation Dudula. How are you protecting national interest by going to the G20? That is not, you don't love your country. Zandile wanted to go and shit on the G20. That is not protecting national interest. National interest which eventually will bring about opportunities for you South Africans so that one day you can find yourself out of that freaking township. She was not doing that. Today she has resigned. She was talking a lot here. Today she's gone. Jacinta also will go. They come and go, these people, because they are uneducated. It's always a phase. It's a business now to come out here and create a movement against foreigners so that they can take your donations. It's a business now. That's what they think they should do. They don't love your country. They don't give a crap about your country. They are using you under the name of cleaning up or fixing up their countries. We all know that it's impossible for all foreigners to leave. We all know that your economy needs other economies. You need relationships. You need your neighbors. What they're doing here now is for their own freaking benefit. They're even out here burning their own freaking homes so that you can donate, so that you can give them freaking money. That freaking Zulu is out here telling you they must give you 1 million for free. It will never freaking happen. He's even out here telling these spaza shop owners, start donating, start giving money here. And then he will still go back to those freaking foundations or those donation homes or charity and say, give me the money they gave you. But he just wants people to give money away. It's a freaking crime out here. He's out here saying, give me 5 million, I'll stay on the freaking border. Give me 5 million just for food. You must ask yourself, you black South Africans, why does your Zulu guy always talk about money? Xenophobia does not only hurt foreigners, it eventually harms citizens, communities, economies, families, national unity, democracy, the future generation. The United Nations summarizes it clearly. We all lose in a society characterized by discrimination, division, distrust, intolerance, and hate. Not the rules. I won't lose. I don't want to lose. Because you know what? I'm doing a good thing here. I did my best. I gave you some of my precious time. I could be out here having dinner, eating steak, but I decided to teach some of you black South Africans. I did it already for you people. So, I love you people very much. I love you African folks, but I have to go now. He that has an ear shall hear. If you heard, you heard. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Like the live. YouTube, please like the live. Let this message go far. Let it reach a lot of South Africans, please. We need African people to listen to this. Sunny, I love you, my fellow. Thank you. Love you too, my bro. Love you too. Love you too. Thank you very much, my people, for following. We appreciate you guys so much. Like the live, like the show. Wherever you are watching from, like it. Follow us on all social media platforms, please. Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all. You people should subscribe to Facebook for exclusive content and a more personal experience with us. Perhaps we can conversate, we can exchange ideas. Okay? If you want to hear from the rules, if you want to get in touch with the rules. I don't do DMs here. I don't do DMs and all that kind of crap. No, you need to be a part of a specific community, a specific club. So if you want to get in touch, you have to subscribe on Facebook. I didn't say just follow. Follow, yes, and then subscribe. You have to make the difference. It's life. It's life. You watch me, you want to say something, there's some things you believe I should know, you want to share something, become a subscriber on Facebook. My friend, it's life. You have to motivate me to give you my attention. It's like that. So, Inkosika Kulu, for your attention. Danki, Baya Danki, merci beaucoup pour votre attention. Thank you very much for your attention. We appreciate y'all. YouTube, thank you very much. YouTube, kindly like the video. Like the video. Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all. Facebook, thank you very much. X, thank you very much. TikTok, merci beaucoup. PJ, Jamaica. Hello. Love from PJ. Hello, PJ from Jamaica. Much love to you. That's a long time follower. Yeah. PJ, what's up, PJ? Much love to you, PJ. Appreciate you, PJ. We here, PJ. Much love to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my people. Thank you very much, TikTok. Should we give you guys the other social handles so that you guys can see them social handles? I believe it's... How's that? Follow us on every social platforms at Rule Like Patrick on every platform. X, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Same username, Rule Like Patrick. Very simple stuff. Thank you very much, my people. God bless y'all.